Okay, so we're going to run through how periods of fat loss and maintenance and everything works in your life and give you some examples so that we can understand why we cannot continue to diet or lose weight forever. So let's say, for example, using simple numbers, we used to eat at say 2,500 calories on a day-to-day basis. That's us across the week, we're going out, we're drinking, and we're having, we're not really worried about what we're eating. It might have been 2.5, whatever it is. And we decided, cool, I'm gonna lose weight, do this diet, whatever. So you came and saw us, we joined the program, we started to do Weight Watchers, whatever it is, right? So they tell you need to eat this food. So you start doing that, and what we see here is this green line, this is metabolism, this is food intake. So we start to see we're losing weight. There's the energy gap, and then these here are what we know we've talked about, what we're going to be talking about is the refeeds. So we have these continual little spikes or weekends off or whatever throughout the time. So we know we're not always eating perfectly the exact amount of calories, we know that. So over time though, the metabolism is going to down-regulate, it's going to adapt to what we're doing, and we're going to see a plateau or a period where basically no matter what we eat, we're not going to continue to get results. So what we need to do is spend a measurable period of time and a period going back into maintenance, going back into a level of food intake where we continue to not worry about losing weight but just maintain the new weight that we've achieved. And where most people go wrong is the results stop happening, so they jump ship, they abandon. They go back to what they were doing. They go from down here all the way back up to here. And the body cannot adapt that fast until they pile on the fat and they go, the diet didn't work, or the diet didn't last. So what we need to do is we need to elevate food back to a normal level, but we need to do it in a nice controlled way so that we don't stack on the pounds. We might put on, I don't know, a kilo, half a kilo, whatever. And that's completely fine, because if we've gone from say like 90 kilos down to 80, and we hover there and we sit at around 80, 81, and we maintain that as our new weight for a while, then we're teaching the body that this is the new normal, this is the new okay, and we don't springboard back to 100. So what happens is basically we get to this point, and then from there we're going to bring the food back up, and we need to have these periods of maintenance, and that's important for you to understand, especially if you're on a journey with us over 6 months or a year or whatever. You need to know that result. You're not going to continue to lose weight week over week. We need to have periods of time where we actually up the food intake, get you eating more, and reset, renormalize the metabolism, so that when we drop down again and start to diet, we can continue our journey. So we might have got from 90 to 80 here, and then we had a month or two where we sit around 80, and then we go from 80 back down to maybe like 74, 73, whatever. Then we may have a period of time where we sit back and maintain that new weight. And then we may look to do the opposite and try and build a little bit of muscle without gaining any fat, where calories have to come up higher. So we're always going to be fluctuating through periods of time where we're naturally having to eat less or having to eat more depending on our goals. And once you've got to a point where you're happy and you're where you want to be roughly, then you can continue and live that in a maintenance lifestyle very easily, because you're not on and off again, you've adapted it as a way of life, and that's the most important thing to get. So that's why I've done this for you, to show you that we're not going to spend the next year, or you don't need to spend the next year in a diet, and you do need to have periods of time where you relax it off a bit, chill out, and then when you're ready again, you go hard and push yourself to lose weight, gain muscle, whatever it is.